Welcome to the award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, we'll hope to talk to author, noted automotive journalist, wayward traveler, and talk show host from the left coast. It rhymed, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's Jack Nerad, hopefully. Later, Jeff has what your car's color says about you. And Mars has different hurricane evacuation destinations. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley, who's with us this morning, and I am Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us, and we thank you very much for that. If you wonder what Mars is doing down there, he's trying to get the Zoom to work.
Yep.
And apparently it's not working. So Jack is going to be delayed just a little bit. Well, hopefully he, on the phone with David Ainsley, will be able to bring it all together, and we're going to do the deed.
Yep.
Is that okay?
I guess.
If I say that, do the deed? Because it has many
dirty
connotations.
deeds are done dirt cheap.
Listen to you.
Yeah.
Did you ever play that song?
Yeah, I think we did a long time ago.
Yep.
Old rock and roll days.
So while we wait for the connection to Jack Nerad, then we are going to do a little thing that I've been saving forever and ever. We're going to move the studio in the next couple of weeks. And in the meantime, I am cleaning out things like, what am I doing with that? I thought I threw that out years ago. Well, apparently I didn't.
You're a guy.
I am a guy. And so there's been a lot of expulsion here at the homestead. So
Exfoliation.
yeah, Mr. Mars, we don't need that. Thank you.
We heard that.
So this is a thing that I've been hanging on to. Sweating the details. 6 steps to deep clean your car's carpet. Have you ever done that? You ever cleaned
Not deep
without
clean.
taking it out?
No, never. I've never deep cleaned it.
Okay.
I've never gotten it that dirty to deep clean.
Well, I haven't either. I'm very fastidious about my carpet because, and even the new cars that I drive all the time, they'll have like 4,000 miles on them, and you get them and it smells like dirt.
Yeah.
Can't handle that. It's like
Or
going
other
into
things,
your
yeah.
house
Yep.
because the way I look at it, your car is a direct reflection of you and your cleanliness at your house.
Right.
That's my take on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Others are going, it is not. Okay, well, that's just my take.
Yep.
If it smells bad, your house probably smells
Don't
bad.
eat it if it smells bad.
Ever.
Yeah.
And stop biting your fingernails.
There you go.
So the first thing you need, paintbrush.
Talk.
Oh,
Still don't hear
I
you.
can
we
hear
hear Jack.
Jack.
Jack's there.
What did you do, Mars? Who did?
Oh,
Jack did.
Jack did. Okay.
Jack.
Good, Jack.
Oh, my God. Jack, you're with us.
Can he hear us? Can Jack hear us? I don't think so.
I don't think he can hear us,
All right.
Mars.
Well, he's
No,
Hello,
he
Jack.
can't hear us. It was all just a figment of our imagination.
It was
so
a
never
ruse.
mind.
It
So
was
to
a
continue
ruse.
on, you need a paintbrush. Any old paintbrush will do, as long as it doesn't have paint on it. And actually, I prefer those that are shorter bristles, not too long of bristles.
yeah.
Okay, and if you have one,
You're for like dabbing.
well, yeah, but the stiffer ones get the dust and stuff out of
Yeah.
there. Many great shop vacuums. You're going to need a shop vac. And I've got one that I've had for quite some time. It is a wet dry vac. I think that one is from Lowe's. You can buy them fairly cheap if
Yeah.
you get a Home Depot model
Yeah,
or whatever.
50
And they're
bucks.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're fine. It has to be a blower. It's lightweight, strong, on wheels, cost about $100, and does the job better than much pricier vacuums. Car accessory kit. Soft bristle hose attachment.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be your favorite tool, getting the dust off your dash and console. Vacuum attachment kit like that doesn't cost much. If it doesn't come with the vacuum, whatever. The time that you'll pay for the $25 or so that you'll spend on Amazon, well worth it. Small brush, large brush, shampoo poo. Got to have some shampoo poo.
There you go.
So what kind?
Strawberry.
Many options available. You should always keep a quality interior cleaner handy. And I've got one over there, and I can never remember the name of it. It's over there in that box, Jeff, if you want to go dig around in it.
No, that's quite all right.
All right. Well, I can dig around it. Would you like to do this?
I'm not putting my hand in
It's
that
called
box.
Tough Stuff. That's what it is.
Okay, there it is.
Tough Stuff. And you can buy it everywhere. It's been on the market forever. And I learned about this stuff a long time ago when I was working at Richardson Chevrolet. We used it over there to do spot cleaning on new cars'
Yeah.
carpet. Okay, and it works great. You also use it on upholstery as well.
It's got a bit of an
All-purpose
odor.
concentrate from McGuire is one of them as well. Concentrates are great because you can decide how strong you'd like each bottle to be. I always keep a couple of bottles already mixed at different strengths, plus concentrates cheaper than individual bottles, though a gallon of the stronger stuff may last you 100 years.
Oh, wow.
Couple of other interior cleaners that this person likes: McGuire's Citrus Power Cleaning Plus, Stoner Power Clean. That'd be for me.
Yeah.
Stoner. The second is just for plastics, but it's great because it adds UV protection and satin finish. You don't have to go overboard. Don't overthink it. You just don't have to do that.
Well, you asked me. I've been thinking. I think what I've done in the past, you hang up the floor mat and you take a power washer and just.
Oh, gosh. Floor mats, that's a whole nother story. You know what I do? Floor mats, they're so easy. Okay? You just get some regular laundry detergent. Get a hose. Hang them up, as you say, and get the nozzle on the hose and just blast it on the fence. Take it off the fence, put it down on the ground, take you just a regular broom, whatever you got in the house, and get you a little laundry detergent, sprinkle it on there, and then get you a good suds going.
Yeah.
Hang it back up on the fence and rinse it off and let it dry on the fence.
I would just rinse it and let it drip.
Yep.
Because you
That's
don't
it.
really need to. They weren't that dirty to like deep clean scrub.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
But so far as the carpet, I've never actually deep cleaned the actual carpet.
So you're also going to need some old towels. Do not need to be microfiber because remember, we're working on the carpet right now. Remove everything out of the car. And if you're worried about getting anything wet, put a plastic bag over it.
Sorry. Talk.
Hello,
We heard
Jack.
Jack
Can you
again.
hear it? We can hear Jack, but he can't hear us.
No, I can hear you guys now.
Hey.
Mars,
I hear you.
Alrighty.
Is Ainsley still on the phone with you? Yes. We love you, David. Thank you. Why don't you come up here and take Mars' place? It'd be a whole lot easier.
You talking to Jack? Jack, come on up.
Yeah.
I hear you guys now.
Well, we can hear you too, and it's good to
You
be
not
with
hear
you. And
me?
we're so, yeah, we can hear you.
Let's go to Jack.
And so, yeah, it's great to have you
Now
with
I
us.
lost
And
it.
so, can you hear us? Now he can't hear us
Uh-oh.
because Mars is over there fiddling with something and messed it all up. But whatever the case may be. So back to the.
I'm trying to get the picture back.
Okay, so back to the cleaning of the car. Remove everything. Actually, cover up stuff that you don't want to get wet. You're going to stir up a lot of dirt and a lot of dust, but you got to get the vacuum out and vacuum up all the dirt first. Vacuum number one. Then you're going to do the shampoo on the carpet. You don't need a big machine to shampoo your carpet. Good cleaner, brush, and towels. The Hoover Spotless Portable Carpet Cleaner, Upholstery Spot Cleaner, that's one of them. Bissell makes a bunch of stuff. You can also go and rent one over at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a grocery store.
Grocery
in some
store, whatever
cases.
the case may be. The small handheld cleaners are decent, but don't expect them to do all the work. Most of the time still end up needing to use some effort and the towels. Then once you get finished, make sure that you rinse all of the soap suds that you've put on there out of it. And then you're going to rinse it nice, vacuum it, dry vac, and then open the doors and get the fan going. Unless you've got a better idea.
No, I'm just.
That's what
I
we
was
did at
just
the
thinking,
dealership.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, I'll never forget when we have floods. We had floods back then, too. The dealership, they'd bring cars in, take the seats out, take all of the carpets out, including the jute
Yeah.
underneath the carpets, and hang them up. It looked like a bad laundry day at the Armstrong house.
And that's another thing. Mention the jute, because if you get that jute soaked, it will rot over a period of time.
That's right. And you can buy jute.
Yeah.
But it's expensive. And it's all it is ground up rags glued together,
Pretty much,
basically.
pretty much.
And not only that, but if you leave the moisture in there, it's going to
Hello,
rot
hello,
right on through. Can you hear us, Jack?
I can.
Oh, God. Mars, don't touch it. Get your hands off of it. Keep them in the air the entire interview with Jack.
For the entire show.
Jack, I'm sorry. We
Wait,
don't.
I don't
wait.
think it was you guys. It was probably
There's Mike.
as much me, if not all me here. So I apologize.
Okay, well, no, we're going to blame it all on Mars. We always do, so why are we going to change now? Jack, it's good to see
Exactly.
you and glad to talk to you for every limited time that we've gotten, and we apologize for the technical
Oh, my
difficulties.
pleasure. Always, always
so-
great to talk to you.
We understand that you've made some sort of trip across America for 2025.
It was crazy, yeah. We did the Made in America tour through the upper Midwest, starting in Chicago, Milwaukee, Upper Peninsula of Michigan, through
right.
Detroit, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and then back to Chicago.
Oh, my God.
We went to ballparks and national parks along the way in a Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat.
So you,
Oh, it was crazy. It was nuts.
Who went with you?
you got there quickly.
My lovely wife went with me. She did
Poor
the great
thing.
planning for it, and
she was your navigator?
She was a great navigator. She is the greatest travel agent of all time. She really sets up things beautifully. And we, as I said, went to all these ballparks and saw all kinds of baseball games. Of course, I'm a huge baseball fan, and visited a lot of interesting things: Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Greenfield Village in
Oh,
Detroit.
beautiful, yeah.
So very, very cool stuff.
Did you manage to make any personal appearances at great big venues? Jack Nerad is in the audience, ladies and
Or
gentlemen.
throwing out the first pitch somewhere.
Hardly.
We could have
I was
arranged
just a
that for you.
spectator as everyone else was, so it was fun though.
Well, and so tell me about the trip with the Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat.
Well, you might think that's crazy, right? At 710 horsepower, you think that would be a very temperamental vehicle. But it wasn't at all. It was just terrific. I mean, this is a 3-row, 6-passenger SUV that just happens to have 710 horsepower and goes 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds.
Is it all-wheel drive?
All-wheel drive. It has so many electronic aids to launch and all kinds of track stuff that it's just crazy. I mean, the vehicle is so much smarter than I am. I just can't describe it. And yet it was a very docile vehicle. You know, obviously we cruised at, 70 or 80, depending on what the speed limits were in the various places. Had a great time. Of course, when you have 710 horsepower, it's great on those 2 lanes when you need to do a pass real quick.
No
because
doubt.
you can do a pass really quick.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of horsepower.
2 questions. Did you light the tires at any time? And the
I
second,
did not. And I think with all-wheel drive and the launch control, you're unlikely to do that unless you really try to do that.
unless you turn the launch control off. Now, I got to ask you, what about the gas mileage?
A lot of people ask me about that, and I think we got something like 16 miles per gallon.
Really?
Which I think is pretty darn
Yeah,
good. Because
for 710 horsepower. Yeah, absolutely. And I assume that it's probably at 70, 80 miles an hour. It's cruising at about, 1,800 RPM.
Yeah, it's not running. It's not turning a lot when it's when you're going that fast because there's a lot left there. I think it has like 180 or 200 mile an hour speedometer. I think the top speed is something over 150 miles an hour, something like that. I didn't come close to
you
that,
could.
obviously.
I was going to say you can validate that then, right?
Yeah, not personally, not this time around.
Well, so the purpose of this trip with that vehicle, did you write some big, long article about it? Or how did that
What
work?
we did was we did reports every day. There are YouTube shorts each day of the trip. So, if you want to recount our trip, you can go to our YouTube channel, the America on the Road YouTube channel, and see that. I'm in the process of putting together kind of a lengthy compilation of all the video that we collected over the course. It took us about 2 weeks. We were kind of at the mercy of the baseball schedule because we wanted to see baseball games in each of those Major League Baseball games in each of those towns. So it took us a while, but I think our longest days were about 500 miles each, and it was so easy. It was just such an easy cruise in that vehicle.
And you'd think that a race car like that, it would be really stiff, but my recollection is no, it's not.
It's not. It's real comfortable. My wife did not like the rumble so much. I kind of like the overall noise.
Exhaust, yeah.
It's not really noise, but the sound that the vehicle makes because it is that kind of vehicle. But that's the only possible complaint. Great seats inside. It has really supportive seats. Like I say, we did a couple 500-mile days with just like falling off a log. It was so easy.
6-speed automatic transmission.
I think if memory serves, it's a 10-speed, but I could be wrong on that.
I was thinking 8. I thought
Yeah,
they were
it might be an 8-speed. It
Yeah.
might be an 8-speed. It's not a 6-speed. I know that.
No,
for a
yeah, I
fact,
think it's the
but,
same one they put in all the Hellcats or the bigger.
Yeah, it would be
SRTs.
the same one that they put
Yeah.
in all the Hellcats,
Yeah.
which that's probably an 8-speed. You're right.
Well, I read somewhere that one of the first bring it back moves is to update the Durango, and they are going to really push that thing.
Yeah, it's interesting. We came back to news that all Durangos going forward in 2026 are going to be V8s. They have dropped the V6, which I think is not a bad idea.
Yay.
Yes, hooray, hooray. You're not the only one who's clapping for that. And I think it's just a great thing. I think this is such a cool vehicle. I mean, it's got kind of old bones, right? It's not the newest vehicle
Right,
out there.
yes.
But it is just so darn good. And with this V8 power, and you can get various levels of V8 power for not very much money. I think you can easily get into a V8 powered version of the Durango for $42,000 or something like that, which in these days is not bad. I think it's a great option for a lot of people these days.
And you never hear about Durangos being recalled. Just had to say
Right.
that, but
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
And with all the recalls that we have, rarely, I don't even recall a recall for the Dodge Durango. I just think it's a solid vehicle. And, there's so many people, Jack, and I think you'll agree with me, that say, oh, we need to update it. We need to update it. Well, maybe you can, reform some body panels to make it change a little bit on the looks part. But if the bones are good, go for it, man.
I agree. I mean, big manufacturers, right? Mercedes-Benz changes its vehicles every 8 or 9 years, right? Because those have pretty good bones. So why not kind of stick with something that works well, that the factories know how to build, that the workers know how to build, and it has tried and true power plants, has tried and true engines. I think it's a terrific thing.
And Jack,
Go
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, if I were to buy one, I'm not sure that I would buy the SRT Hellcat, but in some ways, it's such a bargain. I mean, you can get into this thing for around $80,000, just kind of all in, with that kind of horsepower and with the tech that's in this thing. I mean, and this is a vehicle you can have fun with in so many ways for so many years. I just think it's a terrific bargain all the way around.
And then you go and compare that to a Ford Expedition or a Suburban.
Yeah, the GMC.
Or the GMC,
Yeah.
the big boys there. The value, like you say, that you're getting for the cost. I mean, those guys are going to run you up totally loaded like that. They're going to be up over 100
Yeah,
easy.
I saw one
You get into the Cadillac.
yesterday for 90.
Exactly.
in the dealership, yeah.
And I think that to me, it's a little bit smaller than that big Suburban and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it makes it a lot easier to drive around town.
Well, Jack, one of the things that I did want to mention to you, you and I both drive new cars every week as test vehicles, and there's so many of them. I'm driving one right now that'll go unnamed for this moment anyway. It's a 4-cylinder, and it's underpowered, and the whole idea behind this, I'm positive, although I haven't read that, is the fact that they want gas mileage. Okay, well, that's fine. So what happens is you got a 4-cylinder. It's turbocharged, okay, so you get a 250 horsepower, but it's not enough for a great big SUV. And so they try to save more fuel by having it shift too early. And it goes from first to third, and you're wanting the thing to move forward, but now you've got to put more throttle into it. Then it starts downshifting, and it's just an absolute nightmare to me. Do you feel the same way?
I run into that, absolutely. And, a lot of these vehicles are built to the regulations and built to the fuel economy test, more so than they are built to serve the consumer who's going to drive them for the next 5 years, right? And I think we see that all the time. And I'm really concerned about all these turbocharged engines that we see out there. I think, that's a problem waiting to happen.
Yes.
Exactly.
In several years, because I just don't believe those engines are going to be easy to service in the same way that a conventional engine would be over time. And I think you guys know about me. I mean, I keep a vehicle for a long, long time. And I like that. And I want to be able to do that. And I have some concerns about these.
Well, and
turbocharged.
you noted me clapping when you said the V8 is back. And I will tell you, and I know that I'm old, I get that, but there is nothing like V8 power. Now, the one that you drove is supercharged. I get that. But a regular V8 engine, you can't go wrong with it. It's proven technology. You never hear it. Well, can't say never. GM has had some problems with some of their V8s, but I will say that you never hear of any engine problems with a standard Hemi that is naturally aspirated and fuel injected. Gets decent gas mileage for a V8. You got power when you need it right there at your right foot.
Right. And I think you guys know that I have a 2000 Chevy Tahoe. We just had to move my daughter from one place to another 200 miles away. And that's what we took, a 25-year-old V8 power, 5.3 liter V8. Ran like a top, just terrific, 25 years later. And I think that exactly proves what you're talking about, Don.
Jack, it's great to talk to you, as always. America on the Road, Jack Nerad, and all of his novels that he's got out there.
Yeah.
We invite you to delve into Jack's world, and it's great to talk to you, Jack. Thanks so much for
Such a pleasure.
being patient with us this morning.
I think it was me, and thanks for being patient with me, and I look forward to talking to you guys again.
Absolutely. Take care. Jack Nerad, ladies and gentlemen. We're kind of running behind, so I think that what we're going to do is take a break here, and we're going to see if we can squeeze in Jeff's car culture. Okay? All right. That's coming up next. And also, we're going to have, I think we're going to try to get in Mars Hurricane Destinations.
Okay.
If I'll shut up, we're going to go to the break,
That'd be good.
and I think we're going to get to this in a minute.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists.
I love lists, especially when you can hear them.
Okay.
Time now for Jeff's Car Culture, what your car's color says about you.
You betcha. And here we go. So this first one, even though it's just the hold shot there, Mike, copper. If you got a copper vehicle, you're not afraid of getting your hands dirty. Hard work and character. Leave that alone. Here we go. Next one is red. Passionate adventure. Drivers who are drawn to red cars have fiery passion and won't hesitate to fight for what they believe in. They get personally invested in things, but they crave most is adventure. Fast rides, pulse-pounding experiences, and exciting encounters are what makes life worth living when you have a red car. Next one is black, Don. Mysterious and sophisticated.
That's me, baby.
Black car drivers like to keep to themselves and don't reveal too much. They like to retain some mystique. These drivers are perfectionists and won't leave a job unfinished unless it's a margarita glass, if they leave it at all. Their elegance is sophisticated and can capture a room. Next one we have, a practical planner, would be the white vehicle. Just like their favorite color, white car lovers keep things neat and tidy.
That'd be Kathy.
Yep, maybe to extremes. You're happy when things are simple, and your practicality means that when it comes to group outings, everyone looks to you for the best plan.
Absolutely.
Okay, then we got a blue one. Blue is calm and collected, Mike, like the blue ocean. You're too serene and cool on the surface. You generally like to take life as it comes, but underneath that surface are unexpected currents. You're probably a far, deep thinker, and you let it on, and and you can't resist the challenge of a good competition. And then we got green. Green is the environmental
Oh,
protector.
God.
It's a good shot of that little car. I'd drive that.
Yeah, you would.
I would. What else would a green car driver be but more passionate about the environment? Yep, everybody knows that. You're always doing your best to make sure that you're being sustainable, and you probably love the great outdoors too. And the next one we have, if you get one of these, you're a yellow, a beam of sunshine. How about that? Your car, yellow car drivers are as bright as their vehicles, happy, optimistic. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. You're socially active and the life of every party, Michael, just like you.
Bobby Sparkman.
There you go. It's to be expected, though, because you love to make people laugh and you share in their sunshine. And then we got one purple for those that are purple people, the artistic expression. Purple lovers have a real bearing on what they draw attention to and having to seek it out. They're just so good at expressing themselves. They have impeccable taste, whether it's in friendship, music, or art. So you'll never have a hard time finding subjects to discuss.
I
That's a
painted the
good-looking
front
car.
door of my old house with a purple door.
Did you?
Yeah.
Brown, salt to the earth. I like this car. I would drive that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Brown's your favorite color. You're down to earth. You treat everyone the same way,
Like you're
regardless
not
of social,
feeling
professional
good.
standings. And it works for you. I like it. People love your honesty. Thank you.
Would you
You're-
would you buy and drive that?
I'd
drive the car.
Kathy had a brown car.
Ah.
She did. You're a dependable person who enjoys the quiet evenings instead of loud parties.
You're the last one to take off from the stop sign.
I'd drive that car. I would. There you go.
Yeah, you would.
Perfect.
You know, I'm sorry. No. Brown and green, no.
You know, Chevrolet made a lot of trucks and Tahoes and Suburbans that color, and it was like,
That brown?
yeah, it's like why?
My Cutlass was brown. It was chestnut brown. It was a Cadillac
Yeah,
color.
GM was real big
Yeah.
into that
It
brown
was a nice
for a
color.
while.
It was really sweet.
Flat,
Almost-
ugly brown,
Oh.
It was
dirt
like
brown,
it was like a root beer.
What'd you call
I
it?
dirt brown.
Oh, dirt brown. I thought you said duck brown.
No. That was the duck yellow. That was the yellow.
Depending on what end of the duck you're looking at.
Yeah, that's true.
But there you go. Your car color tells a lot about you.
Yeah, it
There you
does.
go.
Yeah.
I'd
You
drive
know,
a-
my dad bought a beige Chevrolet Celebrity.
my sister had a beige Camaro.
I had a champagne, is what it was
Oh.
called. A champagne Cadillac Coupe de Ville
Coupe de Ville. There you go.
with a matching vinyl top on it.
Man,
It was bad to the
I
bone.
got a tear in my eye with that one.
I bet you did. Okay.
Are we doing Michael's?
No, we're not. He's going to have to wait. I'll make a note to try to get him in after all of his shenanigans earlier today that has put us in heart failure.
Yeah, don't say that.
You get your blood going. Get your blood
Don't
circulating.
say
and
that.
stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, the N-Wheel Time Car Talk Show maybe will continue after this break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey Radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us.
This is the award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, Randy Borcherding with Paint House. Plus, Jeff will have the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy, along with Mike, out of this world, Fix-It Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin.
I fix nothing. I break it. He fixes it.
Chief Engineer David Ainsley. Thank you, David. We love you. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad that you could join us on this live broadcast if you're at 10:30 on a Saturday morning. If you're listening on a podcast, well, we already had this show.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
And if you're looking behind us, this is all going to change here in the next few weeks.
Yes, this is the last time that you will see this backdrop because we're going to be moving.
We're moving.
And as I build up to this move, it reminds me of how much I really dislike moving.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, along with moving, there's a huge purging in my life
Yeah, yeah.
of stuff that I haven't
Yeah.
used or needed in years. And actually, most of the stuff that is in the studio, I don't use.
Like a 13-inch type 2x4 that you think you're going to use and next time, and you have that 2x4 for 20 years.
The one that I strap to my rear end, so when I'm falling through the hole, it'll kind of
There you
catch
go.
me.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
there's that.
interesting.
All right.
Cell block 42 is where we're moving.
Yes, it's very good. Well, let's head over to
Nope,
the
not yet. Not yet.
Uh-oh.
We're making some. We're tweaking
Oh God,
versus twerking.
You can do both.
he's done both,
done
and
both.
it's not a pleasant sight to see.
No,
I've
it's
seen
not.
video, not in person.
I just
All
want
right.
to
All right. I think
wear a,
we-
next
I
time.
think
you,
we're good now.
Next time you do that, wear a belt.
Ew. All right,
Let me get him to unmute.
unmute yourself there, Randy. Golly,
Look at that. That's a cougar. Is that a? Oh my gosh.
is that a cougar behind
Yes.
you?
Let's bring him up.
That's a cougar behind you.
Here we go.
Is that Jen behind you? The cougar.
It's not the first time Jen's been behind me.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah, through your entire
That's
life, thank
gorgeous.
God.
Look at that car.
So how have you been, my friend?
I'm good, guys. I see you got the woes from last week figured out, or a couple weeks ago, whatever
Yes,
it was.
my
No, we
God.
haven't. No,
Yeah.
no, we
No.
haven't.
You just
You
can't
just-
see him today.
Yeah,
You-
we were
you just
tested
moved
before
on
you
to
joined us.
New
you
woes.
just moved on to new woes.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right. Moving woes now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good. It's good to be with you. Paint House is the name of Randy's business out there, and Randy
Yes,
does paint jobs. When I first met Randy, I was looking for somebody to put a paint job on the Corvairs. He looked at me and he said, "Don, you can't afford me." and I've never had anybody say that to me. But now that I've known you for a number of years, I'm
He's
going,
right.
He's right. I can't afford him because Randy does.
I'd like to think I was a little more diplomatic, but maybe I wasn't.
No, it was all
It's
good.
okay.
It's car guys. We get it. But I will say this, and bragging about you, I don't believe I've ever seen better paint jobs on any vehicle in my entire life. This guy is top notch and 110% on paint jobs, and it may take him a while because he's going to do it right. And one
I
of the
appreciate that.
yes, sir. And one of those obviously fine automobiles that you're working on right now is right behind you. Tell us about that.
The 70 Cougar, we had it at SEMA this last year. It was just at the recent Craig Bierman's show, Texas Auto Elite. Won Best Custom there, and we're on our way to Triple Crown in Nashville week and a half from now.
Now, this is not your car. This is a customer's car.
This is a customer's car.
Yeah.
The car that's mine is out in the driveway, not getting paid attention to much.
Yeah.
And it's a truck.
I got that. But you know, I find it interesting that you do these super builds, if you will, all of them from the ground up and beautiful paint jobs. And these guys that own these cars obviously are putting a lot of money into them, and they actually want you to go and show these cars for them.
Absolutely. I mean, in some ways, that's where they get their payback. You know, it's a lot of times they're rebuilding a memory or something, a hole in their life they never had or could afford, and now they can afford to get what they couldn't get back then. And yeah, they want people to appreciate what they've done.
You know,
and
I was
what they've
bragging.
allowed us to do.
Yes, exactly. I was bragging about you to somebody this week, and the Studebaker pickup truck.
Hudson.
Hudson. I knew I was close. The Hudson.
Yeah.
Hudson pickup truck. And
Yes, sir.
that was absolutely spectacular because of all
thank
the
you.
work that you did on it. And that really is your shingle on your front door right there to me. And when I see that in my mind, I'm going, I've never seen anything quite like it.
It's definitely unique, and it needed a lot of things to be done to it. And presently, it lives in the Museum of American Speed up in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's a beautiful museum. If anybody has never been, you should go. It's owned by the Speedway Motors Group, and man, what a piece of history that place is, full of everything. And to be invited to park it in there and let the public see it is kind of exactly what it needed.
Now, when you trailer these cars around for your customers, you trailer them yourself, I assume.
Yes, almost always.
Yeah, because you really can't. You got $500,000 car, and to give it to somebody else. Not that there are responsible people out there that do this sort of thing, but it's kind of like, ooh, I don't know as if I want anybody else messing with this.
Yeah, it's maybe I'm a helicopter builder. I don't know. I just can't let go. But I just like the process of being on the road. That's something I enjoy. So it doesn't bother me to drag a trailer around and get to go to some fun places and see friends and get out of this heat and humidity.
Do you still have the toy trailer?
Not the one we lived in. We now have what I'll call a semi-toy trailer. It's got a bathroom and a sleeping space, but it's not a live-in trailer like our last one was.
Yeah, that's that modular one you were showing us, I believe.
You could call it that. It's got some neat features in it. ATC Trailers built it for us, and they got a really neat system of things you can add and subtract and just do what you want with the trailer very quickly and easily.
So I want to know about the rig you got now. Have you got you a Freightliner or a Kenworth?
No, I did buy an F450 though.
Did you?
And it's always been my dream truck. And I'll just tell you this, it's a rough riding truck. There's no way around it.
Well, especially without a load on the back of it.
Exactly. I've done a few things to minimize that issue, but I don't think you can get around it. It's an F450 no matter how you color it.
Do you have to have a CDL for that?
No, you can drive it and insure it normally. Now,
That's a
if you get
1
into
ton, correct?
Well, technically it's more than that.
I was thinking 1 1/4.
They downrate them. The stickers on the door jamb say 14,000, which is the same thing a 350 says, but it's capable of far more. But they put the number on the sticker so that guys like me can get regular insurance on them.
Is it a diesel?
Yes, the Power Stroke.
Yeah, and how does that work for you? I've always wanted to ask these questions, but I never. Now that I know somebody that actually has one of them, how does it work?
I wouldn't tow with anything but a diesel, number one, especially when you're dealing with a lot of weight. The problem with diesels, and it's true of all the brands, is they are so clogged up with the emission systems that they can't breathe, and you can't idle them for more than 20 or 30 minutes or they will shut themselves off. There's just so many things that have taken away some of the advantages of a diesel, which is efficiency and obviously power, that it's still the best way to do it, but they have really made it difficult on us to control our costs. These trucks, they're $100,000 these days.
Yes, we're well aware of that. Yeah,
it's crazy what they cost. They're beautiful pieces of equipment. I love the truck, but my God, would I love to give it a weight loss program, so to speak, and take off some of those things that clog it up.
Now, does the same hold true when you buy a Kenworth or a Freightliner that's got the big living quarters on the back of it, but it can also haul a double stacker from all the way back to your mama's house?
Yeah. They all have emissions now. Yes.
Interesting. Okay. So besides the Mercury that you've got behind you, what else are you working on?
Yep. We're working on a 68 Cutlass convertible. It's in assembly right now. We've got a 67 C10 truck. We're painting, body working and painting for the guys up at Hammer Fab in Austin. Beautiful truck, a lot of custom metal work. There's a couple in upholstery right now, a 55 Chevy sedan, a 67 Firebird convertible, and we've got a 69 Corvette T-top car that is about to go to upholstery. So there's several of them in here in varying states of disrepair.
You mentioned you got a vehicle over in upholstery. The last time we talked to you,
You were looking for an
an
upholsterer.
upholsterer. You were traveling out of state to get it done at one time.
Yeah.
Is it
At the
local
moment, oh, I forgot to mention, we got a 68 Roadrunner. You may see a pink fender over here. That's
Yeah.
part of that car.
Yeah.
That's also in upholstery. So the Roadrunner's at a shop called MTI in College Station. They're doing a beautiful job. An amazing use of 3D printing. Almost the entire interior has been 3D printed, less the seats and the carpet. It's just unbelievable what they're doing now, and that whole game has changed. If you're not keeping up with that technology, you're going to be left behind, I'm afraid.
So you could get a classic vehicle that maybe a part is no longer made for the dash, or maybe a door panel or an armrest, and they could recreate that. I'll be darned.
This Cougar's a prime example of it. Brent at Sculpt Garage, he's in San Marcos, Texas, did this one, and it's about half 3D printed. The entire dash is 3D printed, the console, pieces of the door panels, the whole trunk decoration, the trim panels in the trunk. It's amazing what they can do in a computer, print it, and for the most part, just fine tune it a little bit and cover it, and they're done. Now, that's clearly oversimplifying it, but it has changed the game, because you can make the radio that's in this Cougar look like Ford or Mercury put it there instead of like an add-on. It's really interesting and trend setting the way they're changing this whole industry.
Interesting.
Not to change the subject, but
Yeah.
what kind of motors that thing got in it behind you?
It's the 4.6 Terminator, so it's a supercharged V8 out of the 04 Cobra Mustang, which was a 2-year power plant. It's very unique, makes a lot of power, but it's a bit tricky to get parts for. The customer, we came up with this engine years ago. At one point, we decided, are we going to stick with this, or are we going to go to the more modern Coyote engine? And he decided to stick with the 4.6 Terminator because it is so unique. So it looks big when you open the hood, but it's a tiny little engine cubic inch wise. It's 281 cubic inches.
Wow.
But it makes a lot of power.
But it's not the Eliminator. It's a Terminator.
It's called the Terminator, correct?
Right.
The car is our emulation of an Eliminator.
Gotcha.
Back then Cougar had that
Yep.
as their version of like the Boss 302.
Exactly. Yep.
A trim package, a performance package. They never made a convertible Eliminator. So we decided, with the customer's input, well, let's make something they never made as if it's a prototype or a concept car. And we called it Top Eliminator, just because it's got a top. You eliminate the top when you put it down, and it's an Eliminator. So
There you go.
my little play on words.
Yeah,
You know,
I had a Nova in high school. Best friend of mine had a Cougar. His dad bought it for him. He painted it a silver, had a black interior, and it was a pretty car. It was a nice car. Very nice.
What year Nova?
72.
My first car was a 71. I love those cars.
Yep.
If I couldn't see the front end of that car and the actual nose of it, looking down the side, it has the crease that goes from the fender through the door to the actual rear quarter panel there.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very similar to the Buick Skylark.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
I can see
GM
that.
lines.
It just struck me as odd. I've really never noticed it. But you just don't see that many Cougars around.
True. And they're neat cars. They were the gentleman's hot rod, the
Exactly.
upscale Mustang, whatever you want to call it. But a neat car.
Well, when I think
Again.
when I think of Mercury, I always think of upscale interiors, nice seats, nicer seats than a
Right.
Ford. Yeah,
Right.
And I think that they did it right.
Well,
it's a shame that brand went away.
What was the step above the Cougar? It was the Mercury
Marquis.
Marquis.
That was a big car.
Yeah.
I like to refer to that as the Marquis.
But didn't The Cougar actually had a step up. There was 3 levels of the Cougar. There was a base. And
XR7.
Yes, that's it. Thank you. XR7.
Yeah.
Well, Randy, it's always great to talk to you, my friend.
Yeah. Thanks.
And tell Jen we said hi.
I'll do it.
And
I'll do it.
And we need to talk. We need to talk more often. I'm thinking about every 6 weeks or so.
We get sidetracked talking to him about these beautiful cars
I
he's
know.
building.
I thought we were going to have a subject matter, but this is fun too.
Well, that's it. We always get sidetracked because I'd still like
That's
to
all right.
for him to share
when you're
his
ready, holler.
his story about how he got started and how somebody else, some of these kids that are coming out of high school was kind of our target, but we'll have to do that at another time.
Well, no, let's kind of brush on that right now.
All right.
So, how
Well,
did you get started, Randy?
All humor aside, building models, right? As a kid, I loved building models.
Yep.
And I hate to say it this way, but I'm just building bigger models, and sometimes glue is required.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and did you ever work at a dealership?
No, I have no formal training in this. Whatever I've learned, I am still learning the hard way.
And how long have you been doing it with your business?
Oh, gosh. We'll just call it 30 years, somewhere in that range.
Liar. It's longer than that. But, I will say this, that I learned about Randy is the fact that people come to Randy and say, will you mix me a special color? And that is really his specialty in my world. He does beautiful work in the garage, but mixing those paint colors truly is outstanding. I don't know anybody that can do it like you do.
I'm interested in a nice brown.
Oh, God.
We have one called Hot Chocolate.
There you go.
There you go. It's just your
Matches me.
This color on the Cougar, they had a color like this in that day.
Yep.
And we mixed it up. I did my spin on it. It's got a little pearl in it. They called it school bus yellow. I call it short bus pearl.
Short bus pearl.
Which we've all
Don,
taken.
you should recognize that color.
Yeah.
It spoke to me, and I know exactly where it came from.
Yeah. Don't lick the windows.
And I'm good at that.
Oh my gosh.
But let's get more into that next time that we talk. I want to talk to you about schooling youngsters that are really into paint and body.
But we need them.
Huh?
We need them. We need young blood in this industry.
Yes, most definitely. And have you ever had anybody in the shop that you're kind of grooming?
I do now. We've got a couple younger fellas that have the passion and the want, which is a whole lot of the equation.
That's the main,
We just have to fill in the gaps with the skills and techniques.
And the know-how, yeah, exactly. All right, we'll get more into that in our next conversation. What, about 4 or 5 weeks from now?
Yeah, that'll work out really good.
All right. Well,
sounds good. Randy, God bless you. Thank you. It's great to talk to you, my friend.
Thanks, fellas. Take care.
Randy.
You do the same.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, be sure and join us for our live show every Saturday. In Wheel Time airs Saturdays at 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Thanks for joining us today. We got the cruise in and events calendars and headlines just straight ahead, so stay with us.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists. It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Thanks for joining us today. Time now, let's do,
No, I was just pointing at people out there. One of them kind of wasn't paying attention, and I see you out there.
Your X-ray vision. You bought those glasses when you were a kid, didn't you?
Because they told me
out
I
of the back of the comic book,
Yes,
on the back
exactly.
cover.
I
Yeah.
sent 3 box tops and a quarter in, and that's what I got.
And there's always did you remember? They always showed some girl in the picture
Oh, yeah.
in a nice dress, X-ray glasses.
Exactly. That was,
Yeah.
that was the hook.
That was the.
No, you need to send 4 box tops in for that one.
No, actually, that's the upscale
That's-
model.
Yeah.
All right, time now for the cruise in and events calendars, Jeffrey.
Yeah, Caffeine and Chrome Gateway Classics of Cars. These are for next Saturday, the 30th, from 9 a.m. to noon, right about the time we're on the air, so you can listen to it over there. It's at 1910 Cypress Station Drive in Houston. You got classic cars, you got a lot of pastries, coffee. It's a good car show, 9 to noon. Get out there and
I
enjoy
haven't
that.
been there in years. I remember when they first started that, and I went, and it was a
Yep.
brand new venue. I'm going, wow,
Yep.
this is cool.
There's no admission fee, open to the public, pet friendly and everything. So, and then we got another Saturday event next week is the Benefit Car Show and Barbecue at Marshall's Tavern in Conroe. Good for them, 1717 North Fraser. It's a benefit car show. Country Custom Fabrication is putting it on. So there's a registration of $35 if you want to show your vehicle in the event. All kinds of stuff going on. They've got food. They've got best car, best modern car, all kinds of things, best rat rod. So go out there and enjoy that. One more for Saturday of next week. You've got Caffeine Chrome. Again, another one. This is at a different place. This is in New Braunfels for the Gateway Classic. So
Oh,
they're
we've
just-
been there on the
Yep.
Hot Rod Tour.
Exactly. So that's in New Braunfels at 679 Holken Drive. It's Suite 105. It's a big place. Go out there and enjoy that. Again, a lot of stuff. There's no admission, pet friendly, good stuff. The 31st, which is Sunday, you got Brazoria County Cars and Coffee. That's in Lake Jackson. Been there. Lived not too far from there when we first moved to Texas. Enjoy some stuff. It's 9 to 11. It's at 221 Parking Way Street, and it's last Sunday of every month.
Parking
Parking
Street.
Way. And then Saturday, the 18th of October, we got Spring Branch from 10 to 1. That's a remote out there. And then we've got one, what is that? The
Gulf Coast Auto Shield.
Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Yeah, we got another event going on there for those folks as well. So if you're looking for an event, you can get on Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff. They do post it. Get a hold of Bobby Sparkman. He's got a lot of stuff that he's got going on.
Matter of
too.
fact, they zeroed in on the dates
Yeah.
for the next Hot Rod
Yeah.
Tour. I think it's April 23rd
Yep.
through the
Exactly.
26th.
You
Sounds
betcha.
right.
Sounds right, yeah.
So pack your bags. We're going.
Yeah. And my suggestion is if you're going to go or making plans to go, get the hotel room in Victoria now.
Yep.
Because they wind up selling out every place around there.
It's a great event, but I think that's the best part, to be honest. I mean, it's nice to go for the cruise, but
I agree.
that environment down there at the park that they work with the city on is just
And I'm going to make this announcement today. Here we are going into Labor Day weekend, right? That I'm not going to have anything to do with In Wheel Time other than look pretty and take my car. It's going to be on you.
what's he
Yeah, what
saying?
he said.
It's all on you. Yeah, so I can't wait to see your walk around from Victoria Square down there. I'm sure it'll be great.
Well.
You can take Becky, hold her by the hand. Jeff could be your cameraman. It's going to be wonderful.
I just need to get a car because I already look pretty. So
Well, that's
I got
true.
half the battle already done.
It's half the battle.
Yep.
All right, some of the news headlines this week. Start off with this one. Humpy Wheeler has died.
Yeah. You mentioned that
Humpy
yesterday.
Wheeler, who helped usher NASCAR's presence onto the national stage back in the 70s with imaginative, often over-the-top pre-race shows and a completely new vision to racetrack facilities, has died. He was 86. Wheeler spent 33 years at the helm of Charlotte Motor Speedway, a 1.5-mile facility that under his supervision became one of the sport's first show places. You ever been there?
No.
Absolutely spectacular.
No, what was it again?
Charlotte Motor Speedway?
Oh, yes, I have been there. I thought you said something else. Yes, I have been there. Thank you.
Have you been smoking something?
No.
Extravaganzas, unbelievable in the pre-race world, just as often as they were parts of the whole series, really. They ran the gamut from school bus vehicles, leaping row upon row of junk bounds cars, to Robosaurus, a towering, fire-breathing, car-crunching mechanical robot, to recreations of numerous military operations, including the invasion of Grenada. He did all of that.
On the infield.
On the infield before the race. It was absolutely spectacular. Charlotte was the first track to build condos on the site, offering fine dining in a restaurant overlooking the racetrack. And most telling of all, the first speedway of its size to feature racing under the lights.
Yeah.
It's kind of a given these days. If you're going to have a nighttime race, you got to get it ready for TV.
What's tonight? Daytona's tonight.
Daytona, which is what, 2 2/3 miles, 2.5 miles.
Yeah.
Talladega's 2 2/3. Anyway, under the lights. Can you imagine lighting that thing? Wheeler was inducted into the International Motorsports Hall of Fame in 2006 and Motorsports Hall of Fame of America in 2009. In his more than 30 years on the job, he's never failed to entertain us. He's always put the fans first, team owner Rick Hendrick said upon hearing of Wheeler's departure from CMS, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Humpy's contributions will go down as some of the most significant in the sport's history. Under Wheeler's direction, the track became the gold standard by which all other racetracks were built and how they were measured, said 7-time series champion Richard Petty. And I will tell you and remind everyone that the 1.5-mile track was kind of unique to Charlotte at the time. The one in Dallas, the one in Las Vegas, they're both kind of carbon copies.
Kind of cookie cutter. That's what the whole point of the 1.5 They were, in the very beginning. Why are they all the same? But he was the Barnum and Bailey of
yes,
NASCAR.
He was.
Yeah.
Very, very creative and very imaginative. And I will say that 1.5 mile formula worked because it's big enough that you can get up the speed, but it's also small enough that you can get close to the action.
Well, and you also can put 5 turns in it because you
That's right, the dog leg.
Yeah, you got a dog leg in there.
Yeah. Yep. I thought this was an interesting story that came out yesterday. Prime Minister Mark Carney says Canada is dropping some retaliatory tariffs on American products, but not auto duties, to match U.S. tariff exemptions for goods covered under the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement. So that is still in place. Carney says the decision will take effect September 1st. Carney says Canada and the U.S. have reestablished free trade for the vast majority of goods. Carney had a call with U.S. President Donald Trump on Thursday, and Carney confirmed that Trump assured him the move would help kickstart trade negotiations with the U.S. Stop ripping us off.
Yeah.
Ford is looking to develop a supercar for off-road racing.
Until it's recalled.
As a follow-up to its new $325,000 Mustang GTD high-performance sports car. My God, a Mustang for $325,000. Lee Iacocca would be turning in his grave.
Yeah.
Ford CEO Jim Farley, the recall man, said he envisions the vehicle as a dirt-loving, high-performance machine that could compete in the Dakar Rally desert endurance race in Saudi Arabia. No one's ever built a supercar for gravel, high-speed, sand, dirt, Farley said. I'm thinking really deeply about it, and usually that turns into something. Automakers have a history of fielding limited production, pricey trophy models to cast a halo over their broader enterprise. Somebody's calling me.
Uh-oh.
And I am not going to be able to answer
You
that.
mentioned Dakar Rally. There's been Jaguar and Porsche have entered in that Dakar Rally with SUVs. Years.
Yes, absolutely.
So what is making this so special?
Well, they're not showing their hand on this.
Okay.
Ford is also stepping up its racing activities, including a return to the Formula One circuit next year to burnish its motorsport credentials. Here comes Cadillac right behind them. Hertz Global Holdings says its sales unit is partnering with Amazon.com automotive retail platform, Amazon Autos, to sell pre-owned vehicles. The collaboration, announced August 20th, builds on Amazon Auto's recent expansion into used vehicle sales.
I take umbrage with that. The Cadillac will be in front of them. They'll be behind Cadillac.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
We'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address is info@nwheeltime.com. We'll be right back.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey Radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us.
Welcome to the award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, we talk to Matt Avery, co-host of Meekum in the Morning, and a bunch of other things. This ought to be good. Also, we'll give you my thoughts on driving the GR Corolla race car for the street. And Jeff has the Motor Minute in this segment of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley, and I am Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us today. Let's see if we can get him in here. Matt Avery, co-host Meekum in the Morning. Matt, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Well, very well, thank you. It's good to have you with us, and we appreciate you taking the time out of your Saturday. I assume that your weekdays are kind of like ours, where, you know, under the pressure, under the gun, and we're just kind of adding to it.
They are busy, guys, but, it's exciting to work around collector cars and trucks and motorcycles. So I will say many days, if not all of them, it doesn't feel like work, but it is a ride.
Well, so. Yeah, and, congratulations. Apparently a very successful person. You've been in the broadcasting field for quite some time, but your roots are really in automotive, right?
Yeah, 100%. I've been a full-time automotive journalist and content creator for coming up on 20 years now.
You're not old enough.
I'm not old enough. There's a very special filter I'm using right now on this webcam that makes me look a lot younger. But I got my roots as a...
we all need that,
Wait, let's
We
get
all
back
need
to the
that.
filter.
You
Back to the
perfect it.
filter.
Send it down here for us.
I will. It's proprietary, super secret technology. But before I went into content and entertainment and automotive storytelling, I did get my start through the high school VOTEC program, and then I worked for several years as a trained technician for Mercedes-Benz and BMW. So yeah, I definitely have a place in my heart for mechanics and just understanding how these vehicles run and go. That also gets me excited.
Where did you get the passion from?
I would say a lot of it. As a young kid, like most of us, would walk around with toy cars in my pockets and be distracted during school classes and different things like that. And just always wanted to be a part of automobiles, but I specifically, guys, wanted to be a part of exciting automobiles and car culture. And I've definitely found that with Meekum Auctions because we bring the excitement.
Yeah, no doubt. Obviously, we've been connected with you guys for a number of years and big fans of Meekum Auction. And so how long have you been with Meekum now?
So I've been on staff for just over 7 years now.
Gotcha. And I assume that all of the things that you have done in the past really kind of got your foot in the door with Meekum.
Yeah, 100%. It all has contributed to what I do on a daily basis with Meekum Auctions. After I left the dealership, I went to film school in Baltimore, got a film degree, and then I started working with Motor Week, the PBS or the PBS show with John Davis.
John
that's still in the air.
Davis.
John Davis, yeah.
You know, I met him in Austin at an automotive event. Very nice guy. But my God, he's so stiff, man. Wow. Dude, lighten up. Take the jacket off. It's okay.
Take the jacket. It's on brand. So, but I got my start with Motor Week, which was a great foundation to, to really bring in the formal repair technology training with the film storytelling technique. Motor Week was a great opportunity to bring that together. And then over my years, I've also worked with Cars.com as a executive producer, overseeing some of their content. I've written for all the major magazines, Hot Rod, all those, and even had my own column in the Chicago Daily Herald for 10 years, writing about cars. So I've been around, been able to see a lot, and it really has contributed to the success that I have at Mecum.
So here you are at this point in your life, living the high life, bud. Well, that's what I would say anyway.
You could say that. No, it's I'm very thankful, very blessed. Really enjoy what we do at Mecum, and just really excited to be a part of it. Just to be one of the faces of the brand, and to be out front, meeting our customers and telling the stories behind these great vehicles. It's very exciting.
Well, I understand that you guys have got a great big auction coming up that I think that every car guy would be interested in. It's the Larry Clamont's Museum. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so guys, that's coming up. That's our next auction. Now with Monterey in the rearview mirror, we are focused on the big auction there. So for those who are unaware, Larry Clermont was a big collector in the Chicago area. And over his years, he amassed a very large collection of all kinds of unique pieces. It's cars, it's trucks, it's motorcycles. There's some race cars. He's got so many great pieces of what we call Mecum road art, the neon signs, the memorabilia, the toy cars, the pedal cars. It is really an impressive place. And over the last couple of years, it's been really functioning as a museum and welcoming people in. And now the foundation has decided to go a different direction. And so they're going to be selling off his collection. It's called Larry's Legacy, and it will be at the Claremont Collections Museum in Chicago later in September. Really looking forward to it.
Man, I'm looking at a lot of Jeep stuff here, some custom cars, some race cars. I mean, it's all over the place.
It really is. Larry had an eye for everything. There's a lot of quirky things, and I just mean, I was just there just a couple days ago, guys, and I was walking around, and I saw stuff that I had not seen before. He really liked the unusual. He's got a lot of the standard, collector cars. He's got a muscle room. The museum staff has broken it up into different displays. And of course, there's a muscle room with some good 1960s and 70s muscle. There's a Jeep room. But as you walk through it, you really do see a lot of very unusual, a lot of unique things. There's a whole room of micro cars, and not just the BMW Isettas that everyone knows and the Messerschmitts. There's a lot of unusual stuff. So it's going to be exciting to see the next chapter for these pieces and where they go. And one of the standouts is, of course, the Golden Sahara 2. Man, talk about a showstopper.
Well, this auction is going to be nothing but this collection. Is that correct?
Correct. So, so this is a special addition to our lineup of auctions where this happens. This is not out of the ordinary. This is something that Mecum Auctions we're able to do is a collection of this size will come on site and hold a standalone auction in the course of our calendar. And so it's pretty neat, but it is all of the Larry's Legacy items that will be selling this weekend in September.
It's got to be close to at least 1,000 items I'm looking at here, just in these photographs. Yeah.
Absolutely. So our team has curated 275 of his vehicles and then 1,000 plus pieces of road art. Just because, again, I think that's an equal draw to a lot of collectors. Is going to be not just the wheeled vehicles, but again, his displays are just world class. The way that the museum put together, it's very impressive when you go in. And again, just because it's not just about having the vehicles, guys. The team there at the museum and the foundation really wanted to curate a special space in it through lighting, through the dioramas. And so for road art collectors, this is a must-attend event.
So how does this differ from a regular, like a Houston Mecum auction?
Yeah, it's a great question. So not a lot in terms of, obviously our team has come in and is preparing the items for sale. Larry's Legacy has its own landing page on our website, of course. It'll be a little bit modified only because, as opposed to like the Houston auction, right, where we have a little bit more space to work with, we won't be able to have the cars cross a block per se. And so I will say it'll be modified a little bit just because of the space constraints. But other than that, I mean, all of the items are selling. And so it's the same protocol that we have for our events. Registered bidders will be on site through the weekend of the sale, and we'll be taking bids in person and then, of course, online and over the phone. So I will say a lot's different from kind of our usual lineup of auctions, but then again, a lot's the same.
And that's really what caught my attention whenever I saw this, and I called David about it, is that this is really a museum. I mean, it's his collection, but it is a museum, and it's an opportunity for somebody like us down here in Houston to actually bid on museum quality items, whether it's the car or the memorabilia, the signs, and there's just so much there that's it's mind-boggling that how much stuff is there, and the fact that I could get online and bid on it if I get registered and get set up.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. And, one of the other nice things, too, as you identified about purchasing a collector vehicle or a piece of road art out of a museum or collection, that our team will curate at the auctions, is that typically, it indicates a little bit more of a special care of the vehicle, just because, again, like these vehicles, the museum staff made sure that all of them were functioning, or at least, to a very high level. They've been kept indoors in climate control. So that also is nice, when you can feel confident or more confident in purchasing a vehicle that is from a museum like this. It's kind of neat. And it also kind of indicates it's got a little bit of a story to it. It's neat to add something to your collection that you can say, hey, it was on display in the Claremont collection out of the museum. It adds a little bit of intrigue to the piece.
Well, me personally, I'm a hands-on guy. I want to go there. I want to see the car. I want to be able to look at the car. I want to have the whole experience that you have at a car auction. And for anybody that has been there, it is very unique. You've got to admit that.
Yeah, particularly a Mecum auction.
And of course, the professionalism that Mecum brings with it. But let me ask you, so if I want to attend, how do I do that?
So great question. And we're getting that question a lot, obviously, as we get closer to the auction. So currently, the museum is not open with its hours, just as we are getting ready for the auction. Of course, it's just we need to limit the access as we get ready. So for people who want to come out, we're doing a final public auction preview and a final opportunity to tour the museum on September 13th and 14th. That's a Saturday and a Sunday. And it'll be open to anyone who's interested with a donation to the Museum Foundation. You can find out more information online, but basically just their regular admission, just because that is all that the foundation the museum is set up for. Okay?
Right.
So registered bidders who have signed up will be admitted those days at no charge. So again, we do want the public to be able to have a chance to experience it, but of course, we also want our bidders that are going to be hands-on, like you said. We want them to be able to see the items, so that's a good opportunity for both of that to happen. Friday, September 19th, is a final preview day that's going to be exclusively for registered bidders. And then on Saturday and Sunday, September 20 and 21st, those will be the live auction days. And those will only be open to registered bidders just because we do have limited space and parking. So all those details for listeners and viewers, if you had a hard time catching it, you can find that at Mecum.com. Go to the Larry's Legacy page and you can get those details because it will be special. And whether you're bidding or whether you want to come out and bring the family or friends, it's worth the trip to experience it.
Will there be a catalog that goes with the auction?
That's a good question. All of the items will be online. I do not believe we're doing a catalog for this particular one. I think all of the content's on the Mecum.com.
Okay.
Does this say no reserve auction?
His collection is selling at no reserve, and you can see that by going again to the consignment page, and you look for that yellow tag that says no reserve, and so it'll be selling, and it's going to all go to a new home.
Now, so let's say Don just bought a car from the museum. How long does he have to remove the vehicle from the museum?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So I will say some of that we're still working through. Just because ideally, if you've acquired the vehicle, the sooner the better. But again, we'll be posting some of those more logistic questions on Mecum.com for the full details. And of course, Mecum Auto Transport is a great resource to get some of those vehicles. If you need help getting them home, that's a good option to let our professional transport team handle that. More information, of course, is online under transport.
Gotcha.
How much does it cost to register?
So to register to bid, if you go to Mecum.com, and then if you go to auctions, and then to the register to buy, if you register to bid, I'm just making sure I give you the most up-to-date. We have the in-person, the internet, and the telephone, and I'm looking for it. I'll just encourage your listeners, go over to the Mecum.com and the register to bid. I don't want to say a wrong number on air and have people, but yeah, so.
Well, all of our millions of visitors that follow us every week, we're going to have them give you a personal phone call on your cell phone and blow it up.
There you go. I like it. I like it. Blow it up. Yeah, let's get them all there. All right. You know what? I like that because that gave me some time. So for Larry's Legacy, so for internet only, it'll be $100 to register as a bidder, and then the standard bidding pass lot for the live bidding experience is $200 for the Larry's Legacy
so
auction.
It really kind of goes hand in hand with like a Houston auction.
It does,
as far as price is concerned. I mean, this isn't something out of the world. Plus, you're going to have to stay at the Ritz-Carlton in downtown Chicago. And, you're going to have to spend a little, open up that wallet, brother, and, spill it out there for us.
Yeah, but if you're looking for museum quality items, I mean, you kind of expect to pay a little bit more for that quality and kind of the things that go with it.
You're going to be paying more for it because this is one of those auctions that's going to draw some heavy bidders.
Yeah, there's going to be money in the room.
Yeah, I just from the pictures that I saw on our slide presentation here, I'm going, oh my God, he's got one of those. Yeah, and it's going to be one of those kind of auctions, I think. But that's not to say that there won't be some bargains in there as well.
Absolutely. With a collection of this size, it's going to be all over the map. I mean, there will be some star power there with some of the bigger attractions, but just because there's so many pieces there, that there will be some good opportunities for some deals, perhaps I'll even say, just because of there's a lot of smaller items too as part of his road art. And I'll say I even have my eye on a couple things, guys. I'm going to get registered to bid and make sure I've got my hand in the action just because there's some neat stuff there.
No doubt about it. Well, Matt, it's great to talk to you. Are you going to be down here in Houston for the spring auction here with Mecum?
Yeah, wouldn't miss it. Always look forward to come out to Houston. I love how that area, they really love their trucks.
yes,
yeah, we do.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
And I know it's cliche, but I'm going to say it seems like the bigger the better when it comes to those big old classic trucks.
Listen here, you're going to want to move here after the next auction. I can tell by the sound of your voice. Matt, it's great to talk to you, my friend. You take care of yourself. Hopefully, we'll have a chat here for the Houston auction coming up, and we'll, of course, got to get all the latest on this auction once it's completed.
I look forward to it. Thanks, guys. It was great to be here.
Thank you. We
Thank you
appreciate
much.
you. All right. Just ahead, a review of the 2025 GR Corolla Street Hot Rod.
All right.
And Jeff's Motor Minute after a quick break on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Back after this.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lippy Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lippy Tortilla, he's pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists.
You know, Jeff was just complaining about the picture that we have of him, and we just had a little conversation here during the commercial.
We're going to do nudes.
We're going to do nudes. You're not going to see a whole lot. Maybe a little bit of a butt crack or something. But we're thinking the three of us laying down on the carpet.
Bearskin rugs.
On a bearskin, or you have bearskin?
Both.
I'll have to look.
Oh, God. Just the thought of that, being in the same room with two other naked men. No, I'm good. Maybe somehow we can superimpose.
You call that Tuesday.
Oh, God. On a Tuesday. All right, time now for Jeff's Motor Minute.
Oh, I was doing something else. Sorry.
Yeah, you're dreaming now. They're dreaming.
Well, have y'all have a Costco subscription or a Sam's?
I got a Sam's. Yeah.
Sam's, okay. Well, do you know that you can buy a car through Costco? Did you
Yes.
know that?
Yes.
Well, I knew something of that, but it
We
came
had a
out more.
story about that a long time ago, but you weren't paying
I
attention.
wasn't.
You were sleeping.
I was on a bearskin rug.
That's it.
But it's the third largest retailer on the planet behind Walmart and Amazon. Besides going in there and buying a $5 rotisserie chicken alongside of a gold ounce bar of gold, a 72-pound wheel of Parmesan cheese, or even an attractive funeral casket. You
Really?
can buy a casket there, yeah. So the way it works is you go in there and
Self-serve.
you can pre-register. You can make a selection of the dealers. They have to be selected by Costco to be a dealer. And in most cases, Costco will select a dealer where they've had previous Costco employees. So they're kind of filtering that down to a rewards thing for the employee. So you can do that. You sign up for it. They'll give you options on what you can do. It's a prearranged price. Once it's prearranged, then you go to the dealer and drive the car, meet the salespeople and all that. So it's a little bit different, but you can buy a car through Costco. Now, you can't get insurance through Costco, but you can't necessarily do that through the dealer also. But the dealer has no limit on pricing insurance for you or any of the options that you can buy in addition to it. So be careful. It's supposed to be convenient and a new way of buying a car, but Costco's doing it, evidently.
Mars. Man, I sure do like that green gremlin that you got. Where'd you get it from?
Costco.
Costco.
Yeah, I was.
And I could see you driving a green gremlin.
I could too with a big blower out of the hood.
No.
Tub it
it'd be-
out.
Yeah.
If you could do that, tub it out.
Yeah, tub it out.
God.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say I got a granddaughter that's looking car shopping again, and I've been going through Marketplace on Facebook, and there's some interesting cars on there. You ought to do a story about.
Oh, God.
But be careful. Some of them take you to places you don't want your granddaughter to go.
So this is a marketplace?
Yeah, Facebook
Oh,
Marketplace.
Facebook Market. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
But
look
there-
into
there's
it.
some
Are
there's
you
some
kidding?
cars
Of
in there.
all of the cars and car dealers and dealerships across the. Why in the world would you do that?
They're making money on the
There-
back end
there's-
somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. No.
It's all right here.
But that goes back to the whole thing we've just talked about before about buying cars online. Amazon, you're fixing to buy cars from Amazon. You know, are you going to drop ship it? Can you get it by Amazon Prime and have it delivered in 2 days? I mean, what happens if you want to return it?
It's kind of like my Home Depot refrigerator delivery today. Oh, well, we'll have it at your house between 11:30 and 11:45. Okay. No. No. It's a car. It's not a refrigerator.
And again, you know, what if you don't like it? You're going to return it?
Yeah.
Take it back down to USP?
Good luck.
UPS?
You got to
Say,
receive.
here.
No. You got to take it down to Whole Foods. They got a thing at Amazon that returns.
There
And
you go.
Yeah, take it back to Whole Foods. Yeah, I got to
Do you
return.
have to box it?
I
I don't know.
You get a-
UPS stores right next
You
door.
could $65 will get you the membership at Costco.
Time now for this hour's car review. Had a chance to drive the 2025 Toyota GR Corolla. What is that? GR stands for Gazoo Racing. Final assembly location, Toyota Aichi, Japan. Available trim levels, Core, Premium, and Premium Plus. Reviewed trim level is the 5-door Premium Plus. This is a compact little sedan. All new in 2023. Exterior features include oversized front grille, gives it a menacing face, in my opinion. Bulging fenders can barely hold the big 18-inch wheels. Air vents at the rear of each front fender. Severely raked windshield. This is not some sort of a do-over of your standard Corolla. No, it's not. It's its own car. They just used the Corolla name. It has a black roof panel on the top of it. The car just looks fast. Several 30-year-old dads that I ran into in different parking lots around town stopped me. Oh, man, I love that car. I'm going, you do? I had no clue. It's got a cult following.
It does.
And I'll give you the actual competitors to it here in just a second. What could use improvement? Nothing. I'm sure that the aftermarket boys are all over this car. Interior highlights, big bolstered seats with GR logo emblazoned on the headrests, embroidered too. Traction adjustment between the shifter and the cup holder. G-meter and other performance displays in the changeable instrument cluster. Small screen works well as far as the infotainment screen is concerned. Cargo, trunk room, tiny. What I liked about it, you can toss it around like your old little 8th grade girlfriend. What could use improvement? No leg room in the back seat. 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine, 300 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed automatic transmission. A manual is also available. Jeff, are you blushing? He's blushing.
No, I'm fine.
No, you're not. I can't believe you just said that. Miles per gallon.
Can't believe I didn't say that.
19 city, 27 highway for a combined of 22. It's not a lot, but remember, it's a race car. I got 25.4 miles per gallon.
That's pretty good.
Over 385.6 miles. What I liked about it? Powerful fun for a little motor. What could use improvement? I don't know, more power. I'm sure the aftermarket's got it. Toyota needs to rethink calling it a Corolla, though. I kind of compare it to the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Has no relationship to the Mustang whatsoever. Yeah. That's the same thing for this. This is a Corolla? No, it's not. It's its own thing. They're just using the Corolla name. I don't like the way they do that. Anyway, what I liked about the ride and handling, all-wheel drive, stiffened structure with a different floor pan underneath it. Extra welds are included. Plus, this one had a $720 option called the chassis brace in the cargo area. What could use improvement? Nothing. I love factory race cars. Base trim price, $47,515. Prices tested $50,433. Base model price for this car is $39,160. This is the hopped up version of it. All right, now, as far as competitors, Volkswagen Golf R starts at $47,100, which is the base trim price of this one. Subaru WRX is $37,750, not as powerful. Honda Civic Type R, $45,595. This is a fun car, and I'm telling you, be ready for being stopped in parking lots by random guys that are about 30-ish or so. Last week, I had a guy stop me. He had his wife and his 2 kids with him, small children. Man, I sure do like that car. So you want to look into it? He says, oh, no, I've already looked into it. I'm drooling as we speak. I'm trying to talk the wife into spending the money. They're going to buy it.
You said you had 25 miles a gallon, which is good. Did you do the toss around? Did you drive it?
Not really.
Okay, you just did normal.
I did. But you could tell this car would go 100 miles an hour around a corner easy. It's just that kind of car.
Go-kart.
Got the feel.
Yeah,
the sticky feel.
Most definitely. Okay. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address here is info@inwheeltime.com. We'll be back after this quick break.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey Radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us.
This is your place for all things automotive. I'm taking phone calls as we speak about the comment about 8th grade girls. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, our automotive story of the week, recalls, sold car roundup, and Mars driving destinations. Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History. I'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive news headlines. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin, Chief Engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us on this Saturday. You're probably going, I don't know whether I like this show or not. Got some sick stuff going on up there. All right.
Gotcha.
You got it?
Got it.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with our Mars driving destinations. And we did this because we ran out of time in a segment that we
glitched this morning.
Well, we didn't. One of our guests did.
Well, that's okay. We had a glitch.
It worked.
It did work out okay. It kind of added to the suspense of this show, like it normally does. All right, Mr. Mars, driving destination, sir.
So I got to thinking, Labor Day's coming up, and we've started watching the Gulf. We're looking for the hurricanes because of the weather, because of where we're located at. And I got to thinking, well, you know, everybody can go off to San Antonio or Dallas or Waco, any place north. Just go find some place. And I've done that a couple of times with the wife and the kids and the dogs and the cats loaded up into a Motel 6 because that's the only place that would take the pets, and it was not a lot of fun. So I was thinking about what else you could do. And then so I thought some of the other places you could go that you might could make a little bit of a road trip and a hurricane out of it.
Somehow the hurricane blew in.
Yeah. So go to up into Lukenbach in the Fredericksburg area. You know, you can go find you some hill country bed and breakfasts, or you can get some cabins. Lukenbach actually has cabins on a little creek across from the post office thing. You can go to the Lukenbach Dance Hall. And
been there.
Yeah, been there. And you can also go up to Fredericksburg. It's right next door with the wineries, beer gardens, the National Museum of the Pacific War, and lots of boutiques. Then, if you're looking for something a little bit more to the north, go to Wimberley, which is another artsy small town, and you can stay in the river cabins that they have there, or the Wimberley Inn. They've got the Wimberley Glassworks Studio. You got places to go swimming like the Blue Hole or Jacob's Well. And then you could also go through the Wimberley Valley Winery to get wound up at the end of the day. The other place a little bit more to the east is Jefferson. Now this, you can stay at the Jefferson Hotel here and this is famous for being haunted. Jefferson's considered one of the most haunted towns in Texas. I did not know that.
Did not.
Got plenty of antique shopping. You got a train, the Jefferson Railway, that'll take you out through the piney woods. Got a Bayou riverboat tour.
Lightning off in the distance.
They even have a Gone with the Wind museum there that I did not know.
Wow.
Then you can also go a little bit more centralized, go to Tyler. It's in East Texas, but it's known as the Rose Capital. Got a lot of got a lot of stuff for evacuees. You can go to the Tyler Rose Garden. They got a zoo. They got lakes to go and play with, and plenty of hotels, medical facilities, and
I don't believe
restaurants.
I've ever played with a lake, have you?
Well, play in. Shall we do it that
I've
way?
played a lot of other things. But
Yeah. A town I really like, and my wife loves it, is Nacogdoches. Now, it's more, it's not really that far north, but it is further north. It's historic and charming. It's actually the oldest town in Texas. And
Nacogdoches?
Nacogdoches.
Yeah, I knew that.
Got brick paved downtown, got plenty of museums. Stephen F. Austin is there. They got trails to go hiking in if you want to get out and about. They don't have that many hotels there because it's not that big of a town. It is a college town, so you got to make your reservations here, but it's a real nice place to go visit. If you want to do something more with the kids, Glen Rose is another small town. Now, this is home of the Dinosaur Valley State Park. There's actually fossilized dinosaur tracks that you can go down through the riverbeds and check out. But here, if you're an evacuee, you don't have to necessarily stay in a hotel. You can camp, you can hike, you can go do all kinds of things in that area. And the last one I wanted to bring up was Bandera. Now, this is a little more west. If you're going out towards San Antonio, you want to go a little more west. Now, this is the cowboy capital of the world. Now, this is a place for rodeo fans, Western culture lovers. One of the things that I liked whenever we'd been there before, along with their museums and the cowboy look to it and everything, it's very hilly there. So, like on these, the entrance to the stores and stuff and the bar right behind where these cowboys are riding down Main Street, you actually have to go downstairs, down the side of the hill, and the bar and everything's down below. And it's kind of like going to a speakeasy, if you might. So there's just be a few places that you could go, and if you're going to evacuate and maybe have a little more fun than a Motel 6 in San Antonio.
There you go. Nice. Evacuate.
I hope I don't ever have to do that
No,
again.
It's tough.
Our story of the week. As vehicles become more integrated with digital technology, the options for gaining or granting access to the car are expanding, including the use of digital keys so that it is possible to unlock a vehicle using a smartphone. Number of vehicles shipped with digital key features will almost quadruple to more than 59 million by 2031, up from 15 million in 2023, according to a December 24 report from ABI Research. Siemens debuted a precursor to today's digital key in the 1990s. It was a Mercedes-Benz. I remember having one back when we used to get Mercedes-Benz in the press fleet. Really cool. It looked like this particular thing looked like a credit card. You put it in your wallet. That's all you got to do, and it did everything. Really? In 2018, BMW launched a smartphone-based digital key using near-field communication technology called NFC, near-field communication, allowing drivers to unlock and start their cars without a physical fob. Since then, the technology has continued to expand across the luxury auto market, with many luxury brands offering digital key capabilities through apps, smartphone wallets, and other connected devices such as the Apple Watch. One feature automakers offer is the ability to share the digital key with friends or family, or even connect the key to a smart home to activate the garage door. The Amazon delivery guy can leave the package in the trunk of the car instead of in the front of the door of your house by getting access to the trunk at the right time, making deliveries a bit more secure. Experts say digital keys go beyond the convenience of automatically unlocking a vehicle. A digital key radically increases customer loyalty to the vehicle companion app, Gartner Vice President of Research Pedro Pacheco said. Most people don't find the digital devices very useful, but they do understand the benefit of a digital key, and they use it. He said automakers, including Tesla, BMW, and Hyundai, all quickly realized that a digital key was a way to keep the company app installed on drivers' smartphones. Some automakers offer expanded digital key functionality. For example, Tesla's digital key will also automatically open the trunk or the frunk, depending on where you're standing, he said. Another benefit is cost savings for the automaker and the vehicle owner. Not so. In other words, forget the fob. You just do it on your phone,
Right.
so you don't have to have two things. The update, which simplifies the smartphone-based key setup process, will extend to several additional models in July and August, according to the company. The revised system introduces a setup card, which allows users to initiate the digital key pairing process by scanning a QR code or tapping the card to a supported smartphone. Once activated, the digital key can be shared with up to 18 devices. Owners can assign different levels of access and permissions to each user, including restrictions on acceleration and top speed. Features aimed at use cases such as novice drivers, your kids going off to school, etc. For all vehicles underpinned by BMW's forthcoming new class architecture, the company's Digital Key Plus will be standard. The vehicle automatically opens, starts, and closes without the need for the customer to pull out a phone. The key can be shared with friends and family via messaging applications such as WhatsApp. So that's, if you don't have one, it's coming, and it will be in your future soon.
And I think it is that how do I say this? It's already been out there.
Well, it has,
Yeah,
but
it's
not
already
to
out there.
yeah, not to this level. This takes it up a notch, puts it on your phone. You don't have to do anything; just have your phone on you, and it does it all automatically. You set it up.
You know,
ahead of
when we
time.
were on the hot rod tour, everybody had a key to their room that all you had to do is touch the door.
Yep.
And it's the same thing. You can actually program that. In the Disney resorts, you can program that key onto your phone.
There you go.
So it's already out there. It's just a matter of they took their time.
But once you get it on your phone, if your
Yes.
phone goes dead, the
Oh
battery
no!
runs down.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that there's some way around that. That somebody's thought of that, but you don't let your phone go dead. Only you do that, Mars.
No, I know a person very close to me that loses her phone all the time, or forgets it,
Yeah.
or comes.
Can you call my phone so
halfway
I
back-
can find it?
Halfway to work, and then they're coming back in the house. I forgot my phone. Stuff like that.
Well,
Or-
this solves that.
what about
though,
theft?
Because they can't go out and get their car started.
That's true. What about theft? Now, I've seen things, not recently, but where they put a chip in your wrist and you can do things with your banking and all that.
You know, I think I'm going to pass on that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Speaking of things like that, let's do some recalls, shall we?
All right.
Headlights may fail on the Ford Mustang, the Ford Mach-E, and the Nautilus for 2025. Here we go with Ford again.
We should do a recall and you guess the manufacturer. That's what we should do.
All right.
But everybody knows it'll be Ford.
Here's one. Window automatic reversal system malfunction on what?
Volkswagen.
Ford Lincoln Nautilus 24 to 25. Parking lights may flicker on what?
Mercedes.
Ford F-150 for 2022. Blank instrument panel display on
Ford.
Yeah, okay, go with Ford.
Mustang for 2024. Parking lights may flicker on
Pickup truck. Chevy.
Yeah, we already had Ford for that.
we did.
Yeah.
It's a repeat here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But loss
So
of
Ford's
brake,
the correct answer.
I get it.
loss of brake power assist on the Ford Mach-E for 2021.
Wow.
Rear axle hub bolt may break on the Ford F-150 23 to 25.
A hub bolt.
Lincoln Corsair rear view camera may not display. Then we got a couple of other makers. Mercedes-Benz AMG GLA 24 to 25. Missing AIM markings on the headlights. Okay, that's a recall.
Yeah, with the aim markings when they adjust them.
Daytime running lights may malfunction on the Nissan Frontier for 2025. Those are the recalls.
I didn't guess them right.
I'm really disappointed with Ford. I don't understand. I understand that, they do specs and they send it out to the suppliers and say, here it is. How much is this going to cost us? Oh, no, that's too expensive. Let's go with the cheaper one. Okay, we'll buy that one. And then they all fail. It's not good.
Well, it's not necessarily that. You're going to buy that widget, and you got the widget. If you buy this widget, we'll give you this other widget that you can use
Could be.
in this, and that's how they package it.
Yeah.
They package it.
Or we'll give you a new 42-foot yacht.
There's that.
What? Who got that? Not me.
No, it wasn't me.
Are we doing this?
Not yet.
Okay.
Let's do Hemmings Sold Cars Roundup.
Oh, even better. Let me get out of this.
I have some interesting ones. We're going to start off with an interesting car, and I say it's an interesting car because it is a 1963 Chevrolet Corvette, and this is the split window coupe. How much do you think that this car sold on Hemmings.com a week ago? Pardon me. A 1963 Chevy. It looks all stock. It looks brilliant. It looks beautiful. How much?
125.
Man, there's so many things that can make that thing either a 125 car or make
a
it
40 car.
225 car.
Oh, that's true.
I'm going to go for the fact that I'm going to go with 150.
Well, you're close. 140, 700. Here's the next one. This is going to be our feature car of the week because I know you're going to ask me about it. Don, why did you select this one? This is a 1969 Chevrolet Caprice. Notice that it's got wheel rim trim
right.
on it, and it's got. I thought it had red striped tires, but it looks stock, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it is. This car has 6,474 miles on it. Nothing extravagant there. However, it does have a 427 in it.
I was going to
I
say,
was thinking
I don't see the emblems on it.
With an automatic transmission. It's a coupe, blue.
Look at the
medium blue cloth and vinyl interior.
the dual exhaust.
Now,
Tip.
this is what we have always called a sleeper.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you some, I don't want to belabor this, but this is a fun thing. 335 horsepower, 427 V8 with a turbo hydromatic transmission. Sutter believes that the engine in the car is original to it. It comes completely rebuilt and repainted with new air cleaner decals. They were applied, quadrajet carburetor. It's all stock stuff. 342 to 1 gear set. Code number 53, Glacier Blue. They made a bajillion of them. Trim code 822 reveals a medium blue cloth and vinyl bench interior seat. An aftermarket tachometer, gauges, and stereo were added. Power steering, power front brakes. How much do you think that this car sold?
42.
Really?
Yeah.
Heitzman says 14,000. I hope he's looking at the same car we are.
He's probably looking at the red one.
I'm going to go 28.
Well, you, sir, were closer.
Ah.
This car sold for $23,363. Don Armstrong would buy that car.
I would too.
Yep.
I was just way
Because
off.
that car right there, that will go a gajillion miles with the 3-speed turbo hydromatic. The 427 is the lower horsepower, not the 435 horse. I'm all in.
But it's only got 6,000 miles on it, so you got plenty of room.
Well, with the rebuild.
Yeah.
Okay, next up. The 2006 Ford Mustang convertible. 2006 Ford Mustang convertible.
I'm going to go 21.
Okay. Do we have any other bidders online this morning?
Well, Mr. Heitzman was there. He hasn't recuperated from his low bid on the Chevrolet.
All right. Well, Jeff, you're spot on. $21,525.
Finally got off the schneid.
Next up, a 1997 Land Rover Defender 90. How much?
97?
A 1997. Looks like it's been restored.
41.
Yeah, buddy.
Jeff says 41. What do you say, Mike?
I would think I would go 35. Heitzman says 31.
32,550.
Next
up, Volvo. Greta Rogers, my 5th grade teacher, had one of these. 71 Volvo 1800E. Sold for?
Oh, gosh, I have no idea. 19.
19. Mars?
I'm going to say 25.
25. Anybody else? 27,563. That's a clean, cool car.
You said your teacher had one of these?
5th grade teacher.
Oh, I thought you said 8th grade.
Greta Rogers. No,
I thought you said
no,
8th
not the 8th grade. She would have had to separate me and the 8th grade girls that I tossed around. 2001 BMW Z8. Rare car, powerful, nice. This looks super clean. Stan had one of these. One of the guys that anymore. How much? What did that car, the 2001 BMW Z8, sell for?
27.
Mars?
I'm guessing.
I was going to go for 35.
How about $133,875?
Well, it's just a down payment is what I was talking
Oh,
about.
yeah. Okay.
I'm going to end it on this. No, I can't. But you need to move along here. You ready?
Yeah.
69 Dodge Dart Swinger. Quick.
Say
21.
Yeah, I was going to go 18.
23-1.
I'll take it.
Here's Jeff's car.
There you go.
There you go.
1996 Buick Roadmaster.
$9,000.
I'll go 12.
Jeff wins $10,000 even.
Man.
And the last but not least, this is Mars' car.
Oh, yeah.
A 73 Chrysler Newport. 4-door sedan.
Looks like
a one owner. How much?
Looks like the hood's
11.
rusting off of it. I'm going to go
11,000.
6.
6? How much you, Jeff?
11.
$3,500. I had to.
Yeah.
All righty then. Well, let's take a quick break. Just ahead, Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History. And hopefully I'll have enough time to bring you some more auto news headlines. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this quick break.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in West Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas, or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla, he's pretty good. Apple or Android, In-Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and jonesing for a different kind of car talk show, give In-Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture and Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In-Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon, through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, and we know you love lists.
The In-Wheel Time invites you to join our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central on InWheelTime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. We hope you'll check us out from the last broadcast of the Sugar Shack Studios. We're moving, and in a couple of weeks we'll have some new digs. Time now for the racing calendar. Jeff has it, sponsored by Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Thank you for that. IMSA is going on tomorrow at the Virginia International Speedway. It's on Peacock, so take a look at that. You've got Indy is on tomorrow as well. It's the Milwaukee Mile. Now, Indy's pretty much, it's going to be one more race after tomorrow, and then, of course, the end of the season. NHRA is off this weekend, August 27th through September 1st.
Big go next week.
Right. Cornwell Quality Tools NHRA Nationals. Craftsman Truck Series was off. They start their playoffs in Darlington on the 30th, which is a Saturday. Xfinity ran last night. I was starting to watch the playback this morning. I didn't get to finish it. I don't know who won, so that was on there. They ran at Daytona last night, so that race is over. Just to let you know. The NASCAR Cup, they're at Daytona tonight, and they're going to be at 7:30 p.m. on NBC, so everybody's got that. Go for it. You've got Formula One. They've got the Dutch Grand Prix coming up on the 31st. I think the trophy's a little wooden shoe, so go ahead. There you go.
Okay. All right, Mr. Mars, This Week in Auto History, sir.
Yeah, I found a lot of interesting things this week in auto history. This week in 1897, Ransom Olds got his patent for his motor carriage. Now, this is what led to the development of the curved dash Oldsmobile that's famous for being the first mass-produced American car that was ever set up, even before Henry Ford. But one of the things I found out about while I was looking at this was that he actually built 11 prototype vehicles, and it included one each of every power mode available at the time. That was the steam, electric, gasoline, and in 1934, he got a patent for a diesel engine. So he became the only American automotive pioneer to produce and sell at least one vehicle of every mode of transportation that was available. I thought that was really cool, even before Henry Ford.
Yep.
This week in 1902, I did not know, Henry Ford's first company, the Henry Ford Company, was a failure. His first attempt at building vehicles. And so while he was in the process of going through and getting rid of all that,
He had them all recalled.
Well, so the guys that came out to look at the plants and all the facilities that he had, and he was selling it off, and they ended up being investors, and that included Henry Leland. And that's what led to the actual development of the Cadillac Automobile Company. Mm-hmm. And it became known for its precision engineering and luxury because of all the engineers that started it, and that carried on to its long-term standard of the world quality. This week in 1909, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway opens. Now, this I did not know, but they actually had balloon races while it was still under construction.
Yep.
And I thought it was so weird. So all these people come out to watch these balloons. They lift up and they go 300 or 400 miles, and the race is over. Nobody sees the ending. But when it actually opened originally with motorcycle races, and then they had a 3-day racing schedule that 15 automakers signed up for and showed up with their vehicles. Now, the first day of racing, there was 15 to 20,000 spectators. They watched the 250-mile race, and they had a car flip because of a broken rear axle. Went end over end, killed the driver and the ride-along mechanic.
It wasn't a Ford, was it?
Didn't say. Now, after some overnight surface repairs, the second day there was 20,000 people that showed up, and they had no major accidents. So the third day, 35,000 spectators watched the 300-mile race, and at mile 175, a car blew a tire, causing him to go into the fence. No wall. This is pre-wall, but it went into the fence, mowed down the fence, and took out a dozen spectators. And 2 of them died, and a mechanic was killed. 10 laps later, they had a car hit a pothole because of all this going on the track, because this is pre-brick, and caused it to crash into the bridge. The race was halted, and all the remaining drivers were given certificates of completion.
Oh, God. Blue ribbons for every kid that
everybody
plays.
got a trophy.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
2 years and
That's that's where that crap started.
Exactly, Indy. 2 years and 3.2 million bricks later, they actually held the first real Indy 500, and so it changed from a crushed stone oval and became the Brickyard.
Thank you, sir. One sentence in the United States-European Union's framework for trade agreement could usher in some of the biggest changes in the auto industry it has seen in a century. With respect to automobiles, the U.S. and the European Union intend to accept and provide mutual recognition to each other's standards. According to a joint statement a couple of days ago, the Commission said it wants to identify and develop standards with the U.S. with a view of making trade across the Atlantic easier. Because, there's standards for Europe and there's standards for us. And so they're going to try to meld the two together so we don't have to go through all this rigmarole, and they don't have to build extra parts and all that stuff. The potential changes could allow vehicles to be certified for sale in the EU or in the U.S. exactly as built. U.S. automakers could ship vehicles to Europe without meeting European pedestrian crash standards and other rules that differ from those of the EPA, NHTSA, or the Department of Transportation. All right, that's the news story of the week. And that's it. We're going to finish up today's show right after this quick break. Stay with us.
You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InWheelTime.com, the Odyssey Radio app, YouTube, Facebook, and just about every other entertainment source out there, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including Jeff's Car Culture, the latest new cars, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's InWheelTime.com. Join us.
Well, that's all for this week's In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Be sure and check us out online at InWheelTime.com. We're always looking for new, informative, and fender-bending automotive things to bring to our global audience. If you have an idea, event, or a road trip destination you'd like us to feature, let us know. Our email address is info@inwheeltime.com. Did you know we have a plethora of podcasts to choose from? And when you're looking for award-winning car talk, you can find the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the In Wheel Time app. Grab a podcast from your favorite podcast provider, including the new SiriusXM podcast channel and the Odyssey radio app. We video stream our live show every Saturday, 10 to noon, on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. The In Wheel Time video technical director is we always need more Jeff Zekin. The booking agent, video editor, people finder, and nude beach goer, Mike Out of This World Mars. And chief engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. I don't like to admit that, but I am. Next week, Labor Day Saturday, you'll see a best of show as we'll be moving to the Hemi Hideout for a few weeks while our new studio is completed. We say goodbye to these digs. It's been a good ride, and thanks. From all of us here at In Wheel Time, have a great week and special Labor Day weekend. We'll be back live in 2 weeks from the Hemi Hideout. Take care.